Hello, G-Bone. Hello, Whoville. Welcome. Hi, Magda. Good to see you. Hello, G-Bone. Hello, Whoville. Welcome. Hello, Portia. Welcome. Thanks, Magda. I appreciate that. We'll get started here in a few seconds. What's up, Angela? Hello, Big T Bariatric family. It's good to see you all here. So far, it says we got 11 people watching. Hello, Darla. Good to see you, my friend. Making sure my mic is working fine. So what's everybody up to this evening? I know I'm like a few minutes early. I didn't feel like sitting here waiting till 7 o'clock. I could be a little impatient sometimes. Hi, Leanne. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Just a reminder to everybody, we have like a 20-second delay here. So if you're putting in questions and I don't get to it right away, that's why. I usually catch up eventually. So hang in there with me. Hi, Samantha. Good to see you. I don't have a degree, Samantha. I don't. Sorry. I tried to get a few degrees. I tried to getting a degree in Bible study and religion and all that stuff, and then I tried getting a degree in psychology, and I tried getting a degree in journalism, and just so many different things are going on in my life at that time. Excuse me. And I ended up just moving from place to place and college to college, and never got the degree. It's good to see you too, Angela. Glad that you can make it. Hello, Lizzie. Good to see you. Welcome. It's a cloudy, rainy day here in Michigan. Spring cleaning. Thank you for the great company and insight. Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you enjoy my videos. Today's video didn't do too well. Normally I'd have over 1,000 views by now, but it's hitting around like 500, so I guess not too many people like the fat logic, even though I get requests from people, hey, we love fat logic, keep doing it, and then I just like got nothing, hardly any views. That's alright though, not all of them could be winners, I guess. Hi Cheryl, good to see you. Weren't you cooking chicken and broccoli last time I talked to you, Darla? It's midnight in the UK. Hi Michael, good to see you, brother. I don't know, those Fat Logic videos aren't the best either, because it's very hard for everybody to see exactly what I'm reading. I need to somehow like magnify what I'm reading so that everybody else can see it. You think it's the thumbnail? Hi, Abby, good to see you. I thought it was a pretty cool thumbnail, but I guess it's not, huh? I'm not the best at thumbnails. I need to, like, take a class or something on it. It's not very eye-catching? Alright. Well, I hope your doctor appointment goes well, Michael. I hope you get that thing figured out, man. That looked bad. Thanks, Kay Blanca. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. I'm glad that you enjoy my channel. I appreciate it. Ah, it's midnight in Sweden. Hello, Jennifer. Good to see you. Thank you for staying up just to watch me. Well, it's kind of hard to do a picture of a show when Fat Logic is not a show, so maybe I needed to add more images instead of just that singular Reddit logo or something. I don't know. Thanks, Michael. I appreciate the 20. That's awesome of you. I'm doing better than I was last time when I did a live stream. I'm feeling a lot better. A little more optimistic. I'm still in a lot of pain with my knees and my back and stuff, but I'm doing better. I should be doing another Dr. Phil video tomorrow. I found another one. Apparently he talks a lot about the fat positivity movement and stuff like that, so that should be interesting to see another Dr. Phil. I got a hair stuck on my microphone. I don't know if it's normal for people with long hair It just seems like my hair is falling out rapidly. I don't know if it's because of my surgery or it's normal to find hair everywhere. Like I can just run my hands through it and I'll have hair all over my hands. When I brush my hair, I often got clumps. Like clumps will stick together and then I brush it, try to get the knot out or something. And then it just like rips off like really easily. So if you could just see my laptop after just kind of brushing my hair, I don't know if you can see it, probably not. Just running my hand through my hair. Just a bunch of it. So they say that for a lot of people, losing hair after weight loss surgery is normal. But I don't know if that's normal, just having long hair, or not. I'm thinking about getting a haircut though. Even though somebody said, if you cut your hair, I'll unsubscribe from you. Okay. Spring cleaning, that sounds like a lot of fun. I need to do a lot of spring cleaning. Have a good one, Michael. Take care. I lost over 100 pounds with diet and exercise, whole food, plant-based, Mediterranean, and 30 minutes exercise each day. I wholesale reject fat positivity liberation. Well, that's great, Kay Blanca. So you're one of us. One of us. One of us. It's due to my weight loss? Yeah, it sucks. I might be a little low on vitamins. I haven't been taking my vitamins as often as I should be. And it's Scout's here. You're late, buddy. Or I was actually early, so you're not late. Hi, Violet. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, they keep wanting me to do another blood test to check on my stuff, but I keep forgetting to go over there and getting it drawn. Ever since surgery, they've been trying to get me to go over there. So it's been like 5 months and I still haven't done a blood test. So I need to do that. Well, I hope it grows back though. Like I said, I'm thinking about getting a haircut. I don't know what kind of style to do though. I've really enjoyed having longer hair, so it's kind of sad to me that I finally grow it out. I usually have short hair. So I finally grew it out and I'm enjoying it, and then it's sad I have to cut it now because it's just falling out. I'm afraid I'm going to have like clumps of hair missing off my head or something, but they say it does grow back, so it's not like I'm balding, but it's just coming out. Stupid. Hi, Lilac. Good to see you. Take my vitamins like a good boy. I'm a rebel, Darla. I am a rebel. You can't tell a rebel what to do. Yeah, they say it only lasts a few months, though. You lose hair for about a few months, and then it starts growing back, you know, when you get settled. So they usually say it's like at 4 months, but I went 5 months, and I was like, oh, okay, because not everybody loses their hair after weight loss surgery. So I didn't know if this was normal, just finding hair everywhere. Because my mom loses her hair like crazy. She's shedding too, but she never looks like she's balding. So I don't know if it's normal for people with longer hair to just find it everywhere, or if it's what's going on. I got a job in hospitality recently after only having positions. Oh, my feet are sore. Standing is no joke. Yeah, that kind of job is tough. My sister-in-law had gastric bypass and her hair thinned significantly. She is 3 years post-op and her hair is much thicker. Yeah, it does come back. It doesn't stay gone. So I'm hopeful with that even if I do lose it and I have to get a haircut, I'll lose it. Currently at a diner right now, so hopefully you'll be live when I'm available again. Okay. I'll probably be on about an hour, hour and a half, Scout. So if you need to leave or something, go ahead. That's fine. Or if not, we'll see you next time. I understand you're on vacation, my friend. Everybody, if you haven't done so, go subscribe to Scout's channel, Nightlight. She's awesome. She's amazing. She's going to have more subs than me one day. So go subscribe to her channel. Well, thanks, Lilac. It does look good. There's not like patches missing of hair. It seems like it's just thinning out a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Oh, you're still the mod Nightlight? I thought I took you off that. I mean, it's pretty long as it is. It's already down past my shoulders. I know it doesn't look like it sometimes because you don't see me from the back, but it's fairly long. You're shedding more than your cat. Yeah, that's one of the best things about working from home is you don't even have to wear pants if you don't want to. I had a baby 1.5 years ago and lost so much hair after. Now it's growing back and even thicker, and it looks crazy. 2 distinctive different lengths of hair. That's how it is for my facial hair. Sometimes one side will grow longer and thicker than the other side. And I don't know why it does that. It just does. Somebody told me it's because I sleep on one side, but I don't ever sleep on one particular side or the other. I'm always, it's interesting. So what's everybody got going on this week? It's Wednesday. I can't believe we're already halfway done with the week. Just 2 more days. I plan on going to my friend Steve's house on Friday. We're going to watch Scream 6. We're going to go to the theaters and watch Scream 6. I've been looking forward to seeing that movie. People are saying it's one of the better Scream movies. Has anybody seen that one yet? Anybody else have plans for the weekend either? Right now in Michigan, it's rainy and cloudy and blah. All right, I skipped your question. What's your bucket list life goals? Yeah, there is a Scream 6 that just came out like a week or 2 ago. Bucket list items. Definitely want to get married and have kids. That's a big one. I want to go to Ireland. Maybe do some traveling, stuff like that. Go on a cruise. Maybe write a book or 2. Just kind of, I guess, the normal stuff. I don't know if you'd consider getting married and having kids a bucket list item, because that's kind of a wish a lot of people have. But yeah, just to be able to meet somebody, fall in love, have somebody fall in love with me, have kids, get married. You're having minor surgery on Friday. I think you told us that, Darla. I hope it all goes well. You'll certainly be in my prayers. Friday night, nerd night with friends. Mandalorian, and also planting my garden. So you're one of those nerd types, huh? So far, I have nothing planned. My kiddo is sick, and it's been good weather here, Northwest Washington. He probably caught a cold from playing at the park. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. Did I answer your question? It's cloudy and blah here in Michigan. It's kind of like wanting to be spring, but winter's still holding on. Like temperatures in the 30s and 40s, and sometimes in the 50s. So it's winter's trying, or spring is trying to break through, but it's having a difficult time, and all that stuff. But hopefully we get into 60s here soon. 60s sound nice. I'm ready for that. Get your hair layered. Next haircut sounds funny, but it'll save your length and will add crazy volume. I don't know barber's layer though. It's a salon thing probably. Okay, I'll think about that. You can start writing a book now. Start tackling that list guy. Well, I write for a living, and so I want to write a book. I have a few good ideas in the back of my brain, but because I write for a living, I'm just so mentally exhausted at the end of the day that I just don't really have the mental energy to just start writing a book on top of that. So it'll be something probably if I start doing YouTube full time, if I'm able to get to that point, then it won't be as bad. I'll be able to focus more time on writing for fun, writing fiction. But I also maybe want to tell my story in a book, write a book about that, and see how things go with that. So those are just a few things. Planting our garden this weekend, waiting for our goats to have babies. I wish we were there, Samantha. I wish that we had warm enough weather that we could start planting our gardens and have goats that have babies. It's been raining for days here in California. I have to mow my lawn on Saturday or maybe just hire some goats. Or sheep. Yeah, that's a sheep. Or a lamb. Whatever that is. Hey, California can't hog all the sunny weather all the time, Melody, alright? You gotta have some rainy days and give us some sunshine every once in a while. Wife and kids counts as a goal, life goal. Yes, that's good. Such a sweet bucket list. I know. What kind of book do you want to write? I used to write horror years and years and years ago, but I want to write maybe more mystery type books, whodunits, mystery, murder mystery type. There's another book I was thinking of writing that's more along the lines of, I don't want to say romance, but like, I don't know how to describe it. But like, there's a lot of popular books that center around, like, I forgot the name of it, but it's, I don't know. I can't explain it right now. My brain is fried. But yeah, like a romantic drama type story. Not like pure sex romance, nothing like that. Just a good dramatic book with a love story involved. Like I have ideas for that too. You're definitely a nerd, K Blanca. I feel like we skip spring and go straight into summer in Michigan. Yeah, that seems to be what happens here. I mean, it's just, we had a warm winter. I don't know what part of Michigan you're in, but we had a warm winter, not very much snow, and then all of a sudden it's like, ooh, March, spring's coming, yay. Oh no, it's cold and we got most of our snow in March. It's like, ah. But now we're pushing towards April, and it's like there's still no 60 degrees in sight on the radar. Maybe like 55 here in the next few days, but that's about it. And then it's gonna drop back into the 40s. It's like, ah, come on. Hi, Valerie. Good to see you. We're still in the middle of a heavy snow blizzard here in Alaska, and it's 32 degrees. Yeah, you guys got a while before spring comes, I think. But but I bet it's beautiful there in the summertime. Just had a few days off work, now back to a crazy schedule. My new goal, pay off debt. Yeah, that sounds like a good goal there, Leanne. Right now, I write for a company that makes legal pages for lawyer websites. Like, if you go to a lawyer website and they have a list of um, types of cases they take, like car accidents, truck accidents, stuff like that, I write those legal pages. So it's pretty intense. It's a lot of research and pretty heavy writing. So that's why I'm just kind of usually exhausted by the end of the day after I'm done writing. So I finished one today. So my brain is a bit tired. I'm moving out to Michigan soon. I'm nervous as it's a life-changing decision. I've never lived more than an hour away from where I was born. I love Michigan. I think it's one of the more beautiful states in the country. As long as you stay out of Detroit, Flint, or Pontiac, or one of those bad cities. Living on the outskirts of those cities are fine because the suburbs are really nice. The cities are bad. But just Michigan is a very natural paradise. There's so much stuff to do here. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love it. So many trees, and it's just beautiful here. I mean, we're completely surrounded by the Great Lakes, and you're never more than 6 miles away from a lake or stream. There's just so many lakes around here and trees. It's just a natural paradise, really. It's just gorgeous. And summers are really nice too. We have maybe 1 week, maybe two if it's a really bad summer, but there's only like 1 or 2 weeks in the summer where it's 90 degrees. And if you like that, then maybe you need to live a little further south. But most of the summer is like in the 70s and 80s here. It's really beautiful. I love it. Um, and fall and spring are really beautiful because it's 60s and 70s. And that's I love that. Like my perfect temperature range is 60s and 70s. So spring, I love April and I love October because those are the spring and fall months where the temperature is just really perfect for me. Um, but the months leading up to that and after that are really nice too. Um, but you just got like 3 or 4 months in the winter time that I just don't like winter anymore. I grew up in the Houston, Texas area, so when I moved to Michigan, I was like, yes, snow, I love it. I never saw snow before. But then after a while and becoming an adult, it's like, all right, I'm sick and tired of it. I don't like snow anymore. Um, but yeah, Michigan's beautiful. The weather's nice most of the year. I absolutely love living here. We feel your weather problems living here in Indiana. Yep. Yeah, I grew up in Texas. And then I went back there as an adult after moving to Michigan, and it was too hot for me. I don't remember it being that hot when I was a kid, but maybe I was just used to it. After a long time of living in Michigan, I was like, I prefer it there. Yeah, Darla, I'm ready for a thunderstorm too. It's like I love a good thunderstorm, and that's the thing about winter too is there's no thunderstorms. Like you might rarely get a flash of thunder snow, but that's it. There's no storms, thunderstorms, for months and months. So when spring comes around and we start getting our first thunderstorms of the year, I love that. I love thunderstorms. My sister's writing a book on our family, just for the fam. Okay. If you have any fears, what's your biggest fear? I guess a fear of mine is being alone. Never getting married, never having kids. Especially as I've gotten older now, it's like it seems less and less likely. I don't know. Just being single for so long, it just sucks, man. just wish I could meet somebody. Um, Fear of dying young, I guess I could say, because I really haven't gotten to live my life yet. And now that I'm losing the weight and life is moving forward for me, it's like I really want a good period of time where I could just live a good life and, do things good, because most of my life was trauma and everything else. And so now that I've overcome all that and I've, doing much better and I'm happy and losing weight and doing great and getting stronger, it's like, okay, I'm ready. I want to live a good life. And so I'm just hoping that happens. I think if I wrote a book mystery, I'd call it Haven't Got a Clue. I like your Stephen Asante video. My name is Corey Lunsford. Well, nice to meet you, Corey Lunsford. No, I'm not famous yet, G-Bone. I've only got 4.26 thousand subscribers. I don't get too many views, though, on my video. I don't know if I'm just really bad at thumbnails, and that's why I don't get so many views. Today's video just really sucked in terms of views, so things have really kind of slowed down a little bit on subscriptions and views and stuff like that. So maybe I just need to do better at thumbnails, I guess. Go for it and write a romance novel. You never know. Maybe the future Miss T will read it and find you. Well, I'm a romantic at heart, so maybe if somebody reads that and falls in love with me because they see my big heart, that would be awesome. I'd love that. Yes, I've been to Detroit several times. I'm only about an hour away from there. So yeah, I've been through there lots of times. I even lived there a few times. Your mom named you after a character in a Danielle Steele novel. That's funny. We struggle with cougars. My large goats with horns can usually keep the coyotes away. Alaska's stunning. Been there many times. I recommend traveling there, not a cruise ship, at least once. Yeah, I definitely want to go to Alaska. I guess my list of places I want to visit are Ireland, England, maybe Italy, Israel, Alaska. Let me think. Are there any others? That's about it. Writing legal stuff would make my brain mush. I write support plans for people and things are so technical. Yeah, I'm not so good at the technical writing, so that's why it's so hard for me mentally. I love fiction writing. I could sit there and I could probably write 1,000 words in an hour or less and just be happy with it. But technical writing, with having ADHD, it takes me a little longer to do. So, yeah, my brain's mush usually by the end of the day. Oh, glad I don't have to deal with cougars. Metro Detroit is a great area. I have a sister who lives in Troy. My best friend lives in Clarkston. So I know the Metro Detroit area well. You have a college degree for that type of writing? No, I don't have any degrees. I did go to college for journalism, but I didn't get a degree in it. I did take some creative writing courses and stuff too, but mostly my writing skill is self-taught. I also prefer 60 to 70 degree weather. Losing weight definitely affected my love for snow. I get cold now. Yeah, that's what my friend Steve said, because I didn't like the summer too much when it gets too hot. But I think now that I've lost weight, I'll probably enjoy the summer a lot more. The heat won't bother me. Thunderstorms. I want thunder snow, though. I haven't seen it. It's a very interesting phenomenon. I think I've only experienced it once. It's rare, but it's very interesting when you don't think it's going to thunder, but it does. That's great, Melody. I'm glad you don't live in those cesspools. We had a young male cat come in and kill 16 goats in 4 days. We happened to be out of town at the time, and the farmer sitter didn't know what to do. Oof. I was actually considering moving to Detroit, so I shouldn't do that and look into the suburbs. Yeah, look into the suburbs. I would not live in the city. The city, different parts of it are building up. They are improving it. But you just have to be careful what part of the city that you're moving to. It's crime-ridden. It's just bad. So yeah, look at the suburbs. There's a lot of beautiful, amazing suburbs around Detroit. But downtown, some areas are fine, some areas are really, really bad. So you just have to do your research on it. I've been to Novi, but it was beautiful. I missed it if you already said, but where in Texas are you from? I was born in Irving. The Houston area. I was actually born in Denver, Colorado. And when I was 2, we moved to the Houston area. So I've lived in like the Richmond area just south of Houston. I lived in like the Spring area, which is north of Houston, and Cleveland, which is about 45 minutes to an hour north of Houston. So we're shedding our winter fur. Maybe that's it. Spring's coming, so my body's just shedding. Hi, Yard Foods. Good to see you. I've only been to the UP one time, and that was like a decade or almost 15, 16 years ago now. I'd love to go back up there. I've been ordering seeds for planting my veggie garden. I'm thinking of trying berries, but I have to do serious snails and slug patrol. Oof. I would love to grow everything that I need to make homemade salsa. I love the act of making salsa. I love it, and I love homemade salsa. So I'd love to like grow the stuff for it and then just make a bunch of it. I would love that. I consider doing live reacts for views. I guess I'll have to figure out how to do that. As someone who has ADHD, I second creative writing. It's way easier. Yeah, it is for sure. Do you ever grieve not being able to eat like you used to? Sometimes. Hang on a second. I gotta sit up and get comfortable. Oof. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. My back just hurts so bad sometimes if I sit in a position for a while. Alright, do you ever grieve not being able to eat like you used to? Yeah, definitely. There was a lot of connection to food. And I can eat so little now that I can't go out. Like, it's not even worth it to go out to eat because I can eat a few bites. Um, So the worst I've done is like we've bought like chicken nuggets at McDonald's or something and got like a 10 pack or a 10-piece McNugget, and I eat like 3 of them and I'm full. Like 3 chicken nuggets and I'm full. I used to be able to down a 20 pack, a double cheeseburger, double quarter pounder cheeseburger, a large fry. You know, I used to go hog wild at McDonald's. Now I can have 3 chicken nuggets and that's it. So going out to eat is not something I can really do anymore because it's a waste of time and it's a waste of money. So yeah, I wish I can go out and enjoy myself like I used to. not go hog wild like I did before, but just be able to eat a normal meal. Like I can't eat a normal meal. I get full so quickly. So I guess that's a good thing, but it'll be like that for the rest of my life probably. It lays on my bucket list and out west to historic sites. Yeah, I've wanted to see Tombstone because I love that movie so much. But yeah, I love historical sites. I'd probably want to visit like Eastern, the from the Revolutionary War, like those historical sites. I think that'd be cool. I want to see the Panama Canal. My dream is to do a cruise. Oh, that's nice. Doggysaurus. I totally get it on Discord. Well, hello, Doggysaurus. Glad to have you on here. You don't like cold towns. I've experienced thunder snow twice in my life. It's actually quite scary. Yeah, it's very scary. It sounds different too. It doesn't sound like a regular thunderstorm because sound carries differently in the winter than it does in the summer. So it sounds a little different too. I have a platform garden with insect netting to prevent slugs, bugs, and birds from entering. Yep. The problem I deal with now in spring is that there's a tree right next to where I park my truck. So it always gets plastered in bird poop. I mean, it's just crazy. All spring long for at least a good month or two. Covered in bird poop. And I have to constantly get it washed. And just a reminder to everybody that there's a 20-second delay. So if you see if you send me a question or something and I don't get to it right away, I'm trying to get to all of them and I might miss one or two, but there is a delay, so be wary of that. Yes, I love salsa too. I grow tomatoes, bell peppers, and jalapenos. I do have to buy onions. That sounds cool, Melody. Yeah, I just love homemade salsa. I have a jar in the fridge that my sister made me over the weekend. I had surgery on October 18th. The only good thing about having to go to the doctor is I go out to eat. Okay. Hi, Deborah. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. You're selling me more on thunder snow as you talk about it. Salt in the wound that I have experienced it. It's just a one-time thing. It's like one hit of thunder and that's it. It's not like a thunderstorm where you get multiple strikes of lightning and thunder. It's so rare. It's just you might get lucky to experience it once. And I've only experienced it once. So, but yeah, I love thunderstorms. I've been in a hurricane when I lived in Texas. I was in Hurricane Ike. I've been in tornadoes. I've been in blizzards. I've been in every type of weather that there is. So I absolutely love weather. I'm the idiot that will stand outside and watch a thunderstorm as it comes in. I love it. I love thunderstorms. So I'm ready for that first one of the year. Hopefully it won't be too much longer from now. I went from vegetables, now I'm growing mostly flowers and succulents. Okay. All right, we've got 24 people watching now according to my data. 25. Come on in, say hello, introduce yourself. Tell me how you're doing. I guess I can take a moment since nobody's really talking too much. Let everybody know that if you check my about section or in the description of my videos, there's all kinds of links in there if you want to become a part of the Big T Bariatric family. We have a lot of ways to get in touch with us. We have a Discord with over 100 members in it. It's awesome. It's growing every single day. And we're getting a little more active the more people that we get in there. We still got a lot of people who have not said a word in there yet, which is interesting. Like, why would you join a Discord and not communicate? But yeah, we have a lot of people in there who are communicating and it's getting more active. So I'd love it if you joined us there on Discord. If you want to financially support the channel, there's a lot of people who ask, how do I make donations? How do I help you out? Because I know you're struggling financially. How do we help you get the stuff that you need for your channel? Because I'm trying to get a webcam, I'm trying to get a desk and a chair and stuff like that. So there's a link to my PayPal and a link to Patreon. Um, for $1 per month on Patreon, you get access to exclusive content that you don't find on my YouTube channel. And there's also a $5 tier and a $10 tier. And so if you want to do that, that's great. It's just $1 a month to join Patreon. But you can send any type of donation you want to my PayPal, and I really appreciate it. Of course, there's no pressure. There's also links to my Facebook. There's links to my Twitter. And there's a link to my email, bigtbariatric@gmail.com. So if you want to get a hold of me, maybe send a request of something you want me to react to, or if you just want to have a conversation with me, that's great. Send me an email. I love talking to people. I've gotten a lot of emails from people, and I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for joining. All right, let's get back into the chat here. Hey, Corky, good to see you. I have a Mary Jane growing setup in my basement. Okay. Gardening can be strenuous exercise. Yes, it is. I do like hummus. I don't eat it too much because I need to dip it in something, and I don't know what I could dip it in. I can't have raw vegetables, and I'm trying to stay away from carby things. So I don't know what I can dip hummus in, but I can't like eat it straight. It's good when you have it with something. I live in a city and I have a huge tree in my yard, so it's hard to grow anything outdoors. If it doesn't have fur, feathers, or scales, I can't grow it. Luckily, my neighbor gardens, and I help her with horse and dog issues. Okay. Taking care of animals is my exercise, carrying 50 pounds of horse feed. Oof, that's a lot. That's a lot of horse feed. How much do horses eat per day? 50 pounds, or do they eat a lot throughout the day? Just kind of graze like cows? Hi, Minnie. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. I can honestly say that I love to watch your channel because you talked about the mental part of things. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people don't understand about obesity. I mean, I've had so many people that's like, just eat a salad. Like, it's that easy. Just eat a salad and you'll lose weight. And it's like, wait, you don't realize the mental aspect of it. And I'm not trying to make excuses for people, as some of the comments say, like, hey, you just sit around with other fat people and pat each other on the back for being fat. So I'm like, no, we've never pat each other on the back for being fat. I'm trying to warn people against obesity. But there's no problem with me pointing out that there are mental aspects to it. Things that we have to overcome, trauma, addiction, stuff like that. Yeah, it's really very, very hard, especially if you're several hundred pounds overweight, to make the changes that you need to, because there's a lot to overcome. So having been there, I think I could sympathize with people more than a skinny person who's never had to lose weight and doesn't understand what it's all like. So I'm glad that I'm able to inspire you and that you enjoy my channel. I wish I was better with plants. I love them, but keeping them out of my care, since they tend to die. Great with animals and people, though, it makes no sense. So you have a black thumb, pretty much. Charlie, do you have chickens? I understand that there was a problem with some chicken feed. Hummus goes with everything. I mix it with nuts or tofu. I don't like nuts or tofu. I've never tried tofu, but I don't think I would like it based on the consistency. So I'm just not someone who likes legumes. I don't like nuts. I don't like beans, unless they're baked beans, stuff like that. So because hummus is pretty much chickpeas, right? I don't like peas or anything like that. So if I have hummus, it has to be with something like pita bread or something like that to dip into it. How do you avoid the temptation of fast food? That's a hard one because they put it on every street corner pretty much, and they pump the air, they pump the smell of what they're cooking into the air. So it's very hard to avoid that temptation. Um, the best way is to just drive past it. I mean, it's hard. Today I wanted a Taco Bell breakfast crunch wrap because I love crunch wraps. I love the breakfast crunch wrap. And so me and my mom were going grocery shopping. And so I was like, okay, I'll just pull into Taco Bell real quick. And I'm like, nope, I'm going to go home. I'm going to go home. I'm not going to stop there. So you could try to talk yourself out of it and just be like, nope, I'm going to go home and make something. I'm going to go home and make something. You just got to keep telling yourself over and over, nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. You know, you just got to talk yourself out of it. But it's very hard. I mean, if there's a way to drive home and drive around and not see fast food, that would be the best. But it's impossible. It's everywhere. The billboards are everywhere. The commercials are everywhere. So you just got to talk yourself out of it. Like, make a plan to have dinner at home. Get the stuff you need. Spend money on it. And just decide how you're going to spend your money outside of buying that fast food. You know, if you already bought the food and you plan on making dinner and you set the chicken out or you set the beef out to thaw or whatever, you'll be more likely to be like, all right, I need to go home and cook. You know, that type of thing. And try not to drive hungry. Like, if you're going to go out and you know you're going to pass fast food and you're having a temptation, like, grab a snack before you go out. You know, something like that, so you're not as hungry. All right, time to shift again. Oh, my back. Ow. All right. I can't wait till I stop hurting, though. This has been crazy. What's your suggestion on how to become a believer in God and Jesus Christ? That's a journey you're gonna have to take on your own. Um, I mean, we're here for you, so I'm not saying alone as in you don't have anybody helping you. That's not what I mean. I mean, your journey is gonna be personal to you. Um, the Bible says to work out your salvation with fear and trembling. And so by working out your salvation, meaning you're going to have to read the Bible, you're going to have to study it, you're going to have to go to church, you're going to have to talk to a pastor, you're going to have to really look at it objectively. Because there's a lot of stuff that tries to go against the Bible. Things that you were taught in the world, a lot of moral things that go against the Bible. So it can be very difficult to overcome the world and everything you were brought up believing, to suddenly change your whole worldview and believe in God. You know, and it's something that I've had to do. But God actually spoke to me before when I wasn't a Christian, and I just heard this voice in my head just talking about, I'm going to die one day. What am I going to do after that? And it just kind of like freaked me out because I came face to face with my own morality. Like, I'm going to die one day. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to die one day. And it just like sent me for a tailspin, but I went out and I researched it. And I looked at the occult, I looked at Wicca, I looked at different religions, and you know, a friend just invited me to church, and just suddenly God spoke to me there. It was amazing how it happened. Like, I was hooked at that first church service because I knew I found the truth. And it's just one of those things you're going to have to research, you're going to have to look at it, you're going to have to put the work in, you have to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. My goats eat 2 pounds of grain per head per day, plus all the grass and hay they can hold. I get by feed by the ton. Okay, so goats eat a lot. 2 pounds of grain per day, plus grass and hay. I agree about the mental aspect. I think ignoring that part is some of the issue. You need to look at the whole picture. Yeah, I mean, if you really want to help something, you don't like make fun of them for being fat. You don't just say, you just need to do it. You just need to eat salad, and you just disregard a lot of the mental part. right? You just disregard them as a person. You disregard the work that they've tried before. Like every fat person has tried and tried and tried and tried to lose weight. Sometimes they find something that works and it clicks and they can stick with it. But that's very rare because most of them do not deal with the mental aspect. And even if you have weight loss surgery, if you don't deal with the mental part of it, you're not going to be successful. There are so many people who get weight loss surgery and stretch their stomach back out, and they gain the weight back, even with gastric bypass. You know, so why does that happen? Well, it's because they don't deal with the mental part of it. I mean, when you watch My 600-Pound Life, that they say that there's only a 5% chance of them losing the weight and keeping it off. And that's because I don't think a lot of them deal with the mental aspect of it. That's why Dr. Now wants them to lose weight before they get the surgery, to show that they want it, to show that they can do it and stick with it. So, I mean, even after they get the surgery and they get approved for it, a lot of them still struggle afterwards. So, I mean, it's a real struggle. It's when you think of a diet, most people think of, well, I can eat well here and here, but I can have a cheat meal every once in a while. They don't think of it as, I'm going to have to change how I eat for the rest of my life. Like, are you able to keep up a change for the rest of your life? Most people can't. Like if you try to quit smoking and you're around other smokers, it's like, okay, are you not going to be tempted to smoke? Are you not going to want to smoke? It's like, no, that's always going to be there. That temptation is always going to be there. You're always going to want that cigarette. There's some people who say, well, I've quit smoking and I never wanted it again. Well, that's great. That's awesome. But a lot of people struggle mentally with it. And when you think about doing a diet, you're going to have to do it for the rest of your life. So that's the hard part about dieting that people don't realize. It's you don't just go on a diet for a short term, because as soon as you go off that diet, you're going to gain the weight back. And sometimes you gain more than what you were weighing before. So if you don't deal with the mental part of it, you're going to fail. You're just going to. So I wish more skinny people realize that. There are too many people who just hate fat people so much that they say, oh, it's just your fault. You deserve all the misery you're putting yourself through. You deserve it all. And they just have no sympathy for overweight people. And it just drives me crazy because they don't understand that most of them, the reason why they're big is because they went through so much trauma. And I've had people who say, well, I went through trauma and I didn't get fat. Well, it's like, well, I'm sure you developed some type of coping mechanism. If it wasn't food, maybe it was alcohol or drugs or sex or any other thing that you attached to make yourself feel comfortable and to get through that. Like, it's a very human thing for us to do, is to find something to cope with our trauma that we went through. So everybody's got something. Everybody's got that deep, dark little secret that they have, or this little problem that they wish they can get rid of, or an addiction that they try to get help with. Like, we all have something. I don't care who you are. We all have something. And to pick on someone and make fun of someone because theirs happened to be food, and their sin, I guess you could say, their weight is on their body and you could see it, well, nobody could see yours. Like, it's hypocritical. It's very hypocritical. So it just drives me crazy that people pick on fat people that much. Thanks, Lilith. I appreciate that. I'm trying to catch up here. Sorry, there is a 20-second delay. Remember that. So I'm trying to get to you guys. All of your stuff here. Depends on the horse. They do very well grazing, but they get to concentrate feed to make up for energy needs, nutrition. Okay, that's cool. I don't know if hummus has ground sesame seeds or not. I thought it was like chickpeas. There are different firmness types for tofu. How it is cooked greatly affects the texture. Hello from Southern Arizona. Hello from Michigan. Good to see you, Florence. Bread, tortillas, corn chips. That is my downfall, not the sweet stuff. I love tortillas, man. I could wrap a tortilla around everything. It takes work to find a new healthy coping mechanism. Instead of eating your feelings, Whether it's diet or exercise, Ozempic or bariatric, it takes effort and determination. I cheer everyone who tries. That's exactly true. Like, a lot of people think that you should feel bad because you got surgery, like you cheated somehow. Like, oh, you didn't even have to try. You got surgery. Are you kidding me? This surgery is one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Ever. It's so hard. I used to hit drive-throughs out of habit, though, to break at first, but now I never think about them. I eat 90% at home only. That's great. I'm glad that you do that. Trying not to eat fast food and the talks I have with myself, that's good. The only junk food that calls my name is very specific, but I have no defenses against Susie Q's. Scout's back! I missed you, Scout. I'm glad that you're back. I was like feeding. I was like, where's Scout? I miss her so much. Hey, first time on one of your streams. Love your vibe. By 6 weeks out, gastric bypass. You're out looking positive. Attitude is inspiring. Well, thank you, Chelsea. I appreciate that. I've been pretty loose with my deficit on my vacay, so I'll probably have gained a pound or two when I get back. Oh, Scout. What kind of foods have you been eating on your vacation? Like a lot of fast food and stuff? I think fast food, hyper-processed food companies is pushing crack meth, some other crappy drug. That's how I ignore hyper-processed food. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, it's not real food. It's processed, it's crap, it's garbage. Do you watch anime, and what is your favorite show? I do not watch anime. That food is basically a drug, but in food form. You can get addicted to it by eating it and rely on it mentally. That's true. I mean, yeah, you can develop an easy food addiction and reliance on it. Big T, thank you for sharing your wonderful story about finding God. God found you. Yeah, he did find me. He came for me. No, salads are good, Darla. I love a good salad. Salads are great. That's Amber Lynn's problem. She has so many mental issues and she treats weight loss surgery as a magical cure, but the real work starts after. Yeah, she doesn't think she has to work to get up to weight loss surgery. And so she would likely not do well after weight loss surgery. So she's one of those people that just, okay, well, I have to wait a year. It's like, why can't you work hard for a year? I had to work hard for 6 months to get approved. It's been a year since that process started. That year's going to fly by. So she could do it if she wanted to. But I think she's just using the whole weight loss surgery thing to get attention and clicks and views. Oh, if I say I'm getting weight loss surgery and I, drag my viewers along on my big ride here, I'll get more clicks and views and everything will be good. I'll make some money. And then when it comes time to do it, then she could say, oh, well, I got denied, or this didn't happen, or I have to wait a year. It's like, if you really wanted this, Amberlynn Reed, you would put some effort into it. You would really work on it. You would do it for a year, and you would kick butt at it. And you would get your surgery, and you would start losing weight. Like, it's just a tool. It's not a cure. It's a tool. But truth is subjective when it comes to belief. I think as long as you try to contribute good things to the world, then no higher power will turn their back on you. Well, that's not what the Bible says, Just Cat, but I respect that you believe that. There's none good, no, not one. You don't get to heaven by your good works, that sort of thing. Mental aspect and understanding healthy permanent lifestyle change is different from fad crash diets. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's like so many people treat it like it's a fad crash diet. Like, I'm going to start tomorrow. I'm going to do it for a few weeks. I need to lose a few pounds, or maybe it's a few months, or once I get the weight off, then I can go back to eating what I want to. And that's why the yo-yo diet. They keep going back and forth because they cannot stick with it. They don't think of it as something that they have to do for the rest of their life. So they jump from this diet to that diet. Oh, this didn't work for me. Oh, that one was too hard. I couldn't get this to work. And I lost weight, then I plateaued. And there's just so many reasons why people stop doing diets. But once you start doing your research on it, finding the right one that will work for you, and adopting it slowly into your lifestyle and making it a permanent change for the rest of your life, that's when you're going to be successful. I'm making the lifestyle change can feel overwhelming, but it gets easier and becomes a habit. That's true. I don't like blanket statements on people. Everyone copes differently. The brain greatly affects the body. It is dumb that people try to assert otherwise. Yeah. Everybody's got a coping mechanism. Everybody's got an addiction of some type. Everybody's got that deep, dark secret that nobody else knows about, that they would be ashamed if somebody else found out about it. I mean, it's everybody does. So to pick on people for their problem, for their mistakes, for their pain, for whatever they're going through, when you have your own, it's just hypocritical to me. Scout, I agree with you. I do believe that I have some type of mental impairment regarding habitually losing and gaining 100 pounds over and over. It's all done consciously, I'm learning. That was me for so many years. I'd gain 100 pounds, I'd lose it, I'd gain it, I'd lose it. Keep up the good work. I had gastric bypass, Roux-en-Y surgery 18 years ago. I was 500 pounds, I lost 350 today. I'm in the 190s. It's tough, but I'm happy weight-wise today. That's awesome, Steve. I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you were able to get that under control and that you've been able to stick with it. Hi, Rhonda. Good to see you. Thanks for joining the chat. Try not to judge. I'm thin, but everyone is equal. We all have struggles. That's true. Exactly, and it's frustrating that some fat people think thin people can't feel insecure. Yeah, I mean, that's true, Scout. Sorry, I was reading. But yeah, it's true. I mean, everybody deals with insecurity and fear and doubt, and we all have pains and we've all been through something. We need to just love one another, right? Like take care of one another, understand, walk in each other's shoes type thing. Well, I'm glad, Scout, that you agreed to do this 24-hour live stream with me. So, starting right now, we'll be on until tomorrow at 8 p.m. my time. So, thank you for agreeing to do this. My cousins need to stop visiting with all the good food. I'll say it is bothersome how there is this great divide between fat and thin people. We're all human in the end, so why can't we act like it? We all have troubles and all need support. That's true. And I can see the same thing about politics. Like, I mean, I heard it said that left wing and right wing are two wings on the same bird. I mean, we're all the same bird. We're all whatever country we live in. We're all the same people, and we all have beliefs, and we all want the same things. We just have different ideas of how to get there. I'm not going to make this political, so don't think I am. But we're just too divided. Like we just hate people who do not think like us and do not look like us, and it's just repulsive. Like, why can't we accept that there are differences? People believe different things. People have different ideas, different ways of doing things. They look different. They act different. They were raised different. They have different cultures. It's like, come on, let's accept one another and love one another. We all need help. Like, let's take care of people who need help. If you're able to give, then give. If you need help, then it's okay to accept help. I mean, it's give and take. Like, that's life. Pasta is a downfall for me. I can't say no. Yeah, pasta's rough. Not going to lie, cooking is a lot of work. Feels bad, man. I would love to make and eat my foods, but I'm just so lazy. I'm really skinny because I eat fast food, but not a lot because it's expensive. Okay. I mean, if you want to keep eating it and you're able to restrict your calories and how much you eat, it's not the best. You're not probably going to get healthy on it, but it's okay, I guess. You're not going to gain weight if you eat a normal amount of calories. But that's the thing with fast food is you're eating an entire days of calories with one meal, you know? But she's not getting the surgery anytime soon, possibly ever, not until she changes her mental outlook on food, which seems like she doesn't want to change. She doesn't want to. I can try that. I mean, not try that. I can see that. See, my brain is tired. That's what happens. I just make up words. Yeah, she's been trying for 10 years. Maybe too revealing, but I am really on the fence about the traumatic roots of obesity. Not to say this is true for some folks. What are you on the fence about? That trauma leads can be part of obesity? I mean, because I only speak from my own experience that I experienced mental, physical, and sexual abuse in my life, and I coped with food. I mean, that's why a lot of people become drug addicts or addicted to alcohol or whatever. They experience trauma, they deal with a lot of pain in their life, and so they turn to something, and food is like any other drug or addiction. They get a rush of dopamine, it makes them feel good, so they keep running back to it. I mean, it's just it's real. I mean, it's so easy for people to believe that people just want to sit there and eat and engorge themselves, and that's just the whole crux of the problem. And it's like, no, it's like a drug. And I've talked about before how how you can get addicted to Vicodin is you try one Vicodin, and then it's like after a week or two, suddenly you need two Vicodin because one Vicodin doesn't do it for you anymore. It makes you feel good. You get that pleasure, but one Vicodin doesn't give you that pleasure, so you need two to get that same high. And then maybe a few weeks later, a month later, you need three Vicodin. Then you need four. Then you need five. And before you know it, you have a raging drug addiction, taking 5 or 6 Vicodin per day because that doesn't do it for you. So you need another one. And food is that same way. Like that's how it is for every drug. I mean, you can start off just eating fast food because it made you feel good, because you just been through so much trauma in your life and you're just trying to deal with it. So you eat just a little bit of food, and that's why they call some food comfort food, right? Like it makes you feel comfortable, it makes you feel good, it gives you a little bit of a high, and sugar is just as addictive as cocaine is. So there is a lot of just mental stuff in there, and so before you know it, you need a little bit more food to get that same pleasure, and then you need a little bit more food, and then as you get bigger, your metabolism gets faster. So let's say you gain a couple 100 pounds and you need 5,000 calories for your body to just maintain its same metabolism. Well, if you start dieting and losing and eat only 4,000 calories, your stomach will send a hormone signal to the brain saying you haven't eaten enough today, so you need to eat, and it makes you hungry. And so you're like starving and you feel like you need to go eat, even though you already had 4,000 calories for the day. Your body level is still right up here saying you haven't eaten enough. So it sends that signal to your brain. It's called leptin, and there's other hunger hormones within your body. And that's one of the things about weight loss surgery is when I lost 90% of my stomach, like the part that I lost is where ghrelin is made. Ghrelin is another hunger hormone. So I lose a lot of that hunger hormone. So it's really helped me. But yeah, that's what happens. So you start eating a lot of food, you suddenly need more food and more food. As you get bigger and bigger, your metabolism goes up. And then as it goes up, if you don't reach that level, your body tells you you're hungry, you need to eat more. And it's just a perpetuating cycle over and over and over again. So then when you try to lose weight, you're fighting against so much. You're fighting against hunger hormones, you're fighting against your body. Your body considers you losing weight as a bad thing, and so it tries to fight against you. It tries to keep you from losing weight. It wants to hold onto that weight because it views losing weight as a bad thing. It's like a survival mechanism type thing. So there's just a lot that goes against you. It's not easy to lose weight at all. And none of this is an excuse at all. I'm not trying to excuse it, but I'm just saying this is what people go up against. I was just teasing you, Scout. It's so fun to tease you. You're my good friend. Hi, Jenny. Good to see you. Again, I'm about 30 seconds behind. So if you type something in here and I don't get to you right away, maybe I get more and more behind the more I spout my mouth off. But hi, Adam. Yes, congratulations on your daughter being born. That's so awesome. What did you name her? Trying to catch up here. Trauma definitely contributes to obesity. It isn't just an addiction. If you go through SA, it also aids you in not feeling sexually desirable, which can feel safe. That's true. Like a lot of people gain weight because of that reason. If they've been abused and stuff, they feel like, well, if they don't look attractive, if they're bigger, people won't mess with them. Like that's part of it too. To me, a diet is better when you don't look at it as a diet, more like as exploring a more healthier recipes, more ingredients. It works for me because I have to cook. Yeah, don't think of it as a diet because a diet's like a short-term thing. Like this is how I eat. This is how I eat now. This is how I'm gonna have to eat forever, pretty much. Big T, great job explaining that the caloric requirements of being obese is actually pretty high. Yeah, I mean, I think at my highest weight, like my caloric requirement was like 7,000 calories just to maintain. So if I ate like 5,000 or 6,000, like, yeah, that's a lot of food compared to what a normal person eats. But if I didn't eat that much, my body would be like, all right, you're hungry. You got to eat something. Oh, thanks, Scout. I appreciate that. I'm glad you consider me a good friend too. I look forward to working with you and doing a lot more with you, with both of our channels, and I'm looking forward to seeing you grow, and I think you'll be a great YouTuber. When do you get back from vacation though? Cooking is my stress relief. I get lost creating new recipes and exploring old ones. That's definitely something on my bucket list. I want to cook. Like I want to be a great cook. My dad was awesome. He was a great chef. He worked at many restaurants. So I definitely would love to learn how to cook. I want to smoke meats because my dad had a smoker, and he would smoke brisket and ribs and chicken and just to die for. And I want to get a smoker and smoke meats and just learn how to cook overall. I know how to cook some things. I'm pretty good at cooking breakfast and stuff like that. But yeah, I want to get more into it. So that's something else. With getting married, meeting somebody, having kids, like that's all there. And then learning how to be a better cook. Um, and travel, stuff like that. Like I would love to do all that. Yes, right now I'm on a very strict low FODMAP diet, whatever that is, for medical reasons, and it is best to get creative with food instead of missing junk food. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of ways to get creative with what you eat. You don't have to eat the same junk every single day. You can get creative. You can work around certain things. You're almost at 200 already. Woof. See, just like I told you what happened with me, Scout, like when I hit 100, like it took me 2 months. You did it much quicker than that, but it took me 2 months to get 100. I didn't have anybody helping me out though. So like that's why I was glad to help you and glad to help anybody else's channel out. Like when I hit that 100, it took me 2 months, and then I just skyrocketed from there. And it was like a month later that I hit I hit 1,000. So it just zoomed by. So I think you're gonna hit 1,000 pretty quickly. I avoided going to a drive-through just tonight after gaining 0.3 pounds this week. I wasn't sure what I wanted and considered how expensive it is, so got so confused I just drove home. Well, that's great, Chantel. I'm glad. All right, well, I'm going to shout you out again, Scout, all right? Do not subscribe to Scout. Do not go to her channel. She is the worst YouTuber I've ever seen. Oh, wait. I had to say something nice. Okay. Go subscribe to Scout's channel. She is amazing. I bet I had you go on there for a second. Well, if you want to start losing subscribers, Scout, then you need to make a disc tape. Like, start rapping, and then I bet you'll lose subscribers like crazy. Like, that'll be what'll happen. Well, hi, a little snow fairy saga. I'm glad that you joined us. You'll go viral like the plague, yeah. Weasel Farts, good to see you on here. So we have 27 people watching now. Come on into the chat, say hello. I'm making Cajun pork tenderloin tomorrow. That sounds good. I love some Cajun stuff. Some of it's like too spicy for me, but I love the general flavor of it. You are strong. You left even though you were in line. I have an In-N-Out burger close to my house, but I avoid it. I've always wanted to try In-N-Out. I've never been there, but I keep hearing how it's the greatest ever. So I've wanted to try it. Maybe if I ever get out west, I'll have to try it sometime. I love when you do reaction videos to My Thoughts May Offend You. I was wondering, would you do a reaction video to My Strange Addiction? I'll have to look at it. I'll have to see if I can find something on there. If it's not obesity related, then it's overrated. It's not worth going to California to try In-N-Out. That sucks. Hey, Ariana, good to see you. Thanks for joining the chat. Hi, Robin, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. In-N-Out is okay. I don't like their fries. I must have seen like 20 YouTube videos on people going to In-N-Out and talking about how it's the greatest burger on the planet. But one place that I miss from Texas is Whataburger. If you ever had a Whataburger, it's good. I don't know if I consider it one of the best fast food burgers out there, but it's pretty tasty. I miss a Whataburger. Well, thank you very much, a little Snow Fairy Saga. I appreciate that. I'm going to make roasted veggies. It's still sunny and 60 out. Lucky. Oh, man, I wish it was 60 out here. I was saying earlier in the chat that winter is still like trying to hold on. It's been in the 40s. So it's like, ugh, come on. Come on, spring. Old Man Winter needs to die a horrible death. Thanks for accepting me even though I'm not going through the same thing. Well, we definitely accept you, Darla. Thanks so much. Thankfully, there are no In-N-Outs here in Canada. Few, one less temptation. Scout, when you going back home, when is your vacation over? Are you just like on spring break right now? Yeah, Whataburger's pretty good. All right, cool. We should do a chat or something when you get home so we can talk about what kind of video we want to make or something like that. I don't know if you'd be up for that or not. Spring break. Yeah, spring on, springtime. I'm sure we all need a boost of energy. Spring always feels brand new. Like so much is possible. Oh, yeah, I love spring. After a long winter that's been cloudy and crap, just bring on the sun and some nice temperatures. My strange addiction is like one episode, one woman was addicted to eating air fresheners. Oh man. Yeah, I think I've heard about that show before. Would you ever make a playlist? I would like to binge watch the videos I haven't watched yet. I'll listen to playlist while I'm sewing and redoing furniture. I don't know how to make a playlist. I'll have to look into that, crazy dog lady. If they had like a bacon air freshener, like maybe I would try that. Just kidding. I think Amberlynn and Foodie Beauty will likely not lose serious weight. Seems like they like all the drama, not a lot of the commitment. I was trying to watch a Foodie Beauty video today, and I was thinking about doing that reaction. She was talking about taking up as much room as possible, like when she goes to a when she was flying and stuff like that. She goes, I like taking up as much room as possible. And you shouldn't be afraid to take up as much space as you want to. But like other than that little clip, I'm like, most of it was boring. Like I find Amberlynn Reid and Foodie Beauty just boring. I don't know why. And some people just cover them 24/7. Like every single day, like they post another one of those videos, and I'm like, don't you find her boring? Like it's the same crap for 10 years. Like, I understand a couple videos on her, but there's nothing there of substance to really talk about that I see. And I'm not trying to tell people that they can't cover her or nothing like that, but it's like, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And yet those videos often do really well too. So I'm like, I guess people like talking about her or hearing about her, but it's the same song and dance. Like, all right, she tries, she fails, she tries, she fails, over and over again. 10 years later, still failing, still trying. Whether or not she's really trying or not, it's like boring to me. People get sucked in the drama, knowing that she likes the drama, knowing that she's getting clicks and views and money off of it. So the more that she gets paid to create this fake drama, the more people cover her and the more attention she gets and the more everything. It's just stupid to me. Yeah, me too, Melody. Yeah, I've lost hundreds of pounds over the years. But I'm going to stick with it this time. I'm not going to give up. This time seems different. No, but taking up other space is rude and disrespectful. They paid for a seat. Oh, Robin, I missed your comment. My toughest thing to give up was cereal. I love it. I would mix them together, could eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I still eat is Bob Red Mills high fiber hot cereal with berries sometimes. Oh, I love cereal, man. I miss that. I haven't had it in years. I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I love Frosted Flakes. Like, I miss those two so much. But yeah, cereal is good. But I haven't had it in years. The reaction channels work hard to make their content seem interesting. Yeah, but there's nothing interesting about either one of them. So, Amberlynn is a weight gain channel. Over the last 10 years, I've done better with maintaining a lower weight. I still need to lose another 35 pounds. I'm sure you'll get there, Melody. Just keep sticking with it. We'll keep cheering you on. Go off, King. Maybe I should change my name to King Big T. What do you think, Scout? Should I be King Big T and then I get to boss you around? Yeah, Chantel, they do. They be working extra hard. What is the worst thing so far of anyone trying? What is the worst thing so far of someone trying to make to go backwards in your weight loss journey? Nothing too bad. Most of my family is very supportive and have been cheering me on this. It's just every once in a while people forget and they, hey, do you want a cookie? Hey, do you want some ice cream or something like that? Or hey, do you want to go out to eat? Like around my birthday, stuff like that. It's not a horrible thing. It's just they forget sometimes. They're used to me eating a certain way, and so they'll ask me out, and it's a simple thing, and I turn them down, of course, most of the time, except for my birthday. But nothing too bad. Chia pudding is another good choice for breakfast. I don't know if you can have it. I could probably have it, but I'll have to look it up. I caught my sister pouring milk first. What? You need to disown her immediately. Like, why would you pour your milk first? The cereal just floats on top of it. Like, you need to get the cereal in first so that the milk gets in there really good. Me calling myself King Big T would be your worst nightmare? Like, you need to bow down and recognize my greatness, okay, Scout? I'd love to be under the monarchy of Big T. All hail Big T. See, I started a movement. Before you know it, I'll be King Big T. Do you watch Alan Roberts or Swole Enormous channels? They can be harsh, but they mean well. No, I don't think I've seen either one of them. Someone suggested I try Alan Roberts, but I don't think I've seen either one of them. King Big T, yes. I also avoided the cereal aisle today. That ridiculous point 0.3 gain really got to me. I do handle weeks that don't go so well. Um, my ego needs to go on a weight loss journey. How do you handle weeks that don't go so well? There's really nothing you could do about it, but just try again harder the next week. Like, you're gonna have to have a short memory with it. Just like, okay, I did bad. I know how it made me feel. Um, I'm gonna have to go in this next week and do better. Like, realize where you made the mistake. Where did you trip up? What triggered you to eat more than you should have? Log, if you didn't log your food, start logging your food. Get on MyFitnessPal or something and start writing down what you eat so you can look back on it and say, wow, this wasn't a good day. I could have made these substitutions. I could have done better here or there. I didn't need that fast food. Maybe I need to make better options next time. Um, so it's not where you should never have to go to fast food ever again. You should never go out to eat ever again. That's not what we're trying to advocate. Like, you should be able to enjoy yourself. We understand that food has a lot of tradition in our society. There's a lot of happiness and pleasure that comes along with food. We get together with our friends and we hang out in the holidays and everything else. Like, you should be able to partake of those things, but you can make better options and better choices. You can choose better things and, understand what you're eating before you go out. If you know you're going to a restaurant, if you know you're going to a fast food, what are their healthier options? Most places have salads. They have grilled chicken instead of the breaded chicken. Like, make better decisions. Keep trying. Keep looking at what you're eating, making substitutions and stuff like that. And I think you'll get there. You're just about cereal, honestly. Well, we knew that you had no taste to begin with, Scout. So um, maybe you need to get your taste buds checked. Hot take, I only eat cereal dry. The sogginess grosses me out. You too, Lexi. I mean, come on. No, I've never been recognized out in public yet. You have exquisite taste. Is that why you like me so much? It's because you have good taste. I hope I did not just see that you say that you live by spam. I eat Lucky Charms dry by the handful. Lucky Charms is fine dry because they have the marshmallows in there. You're right. Not so great weeks are motivation to do better. Thanks for the advice. I'll get it together. Yeah, I mean, that's what you're going to have to do. You're just going to have to use them as motivation because let's face it, you're going to have bad weeks. I still have bad weeks. Everybody does. Um, that's just how it is. I did and will die for it. You're discriminating if you say I can't. Well, you're fat phobic by saying that you can. So stop being fat phobic. But I guess since it's part of your culture, I will let you enjoy that. As your king and sovereign ruler, you can have spam. We got 26 people watching now. Come on in, say hello. I saw your banner and I saw that a little emoji flipping me off too, so I got a good kick out of that. If you dare to call me fat phobic. I'm in Michigan. That's where I'm at. Painting your nails. That's funny. King Tony, may I have a cup of tea? Yes, you may, Darla. You may have exactly 3 sips of it. Pizza is always my go-to comfort food. I love pizza. I love it. I love it. Oh yeah, I'm rebranding. I drew it all myself, and I animated a new intro and outro. Okay. I really like that attitude of um, fat phobic safe house idea. I thought that was great. Or safe space for fat phobics. I thought that was hilarious. I do like stuffed crust pizza, but if I do get pizza lately, I prefer thin crust, only because I don't want to waste what little stomach room I have left on just bread. So sometimes I'll just eat the toppings off, or if I do, I'll get a thin crust so I can eat a little bit more of it. But yeah, in my bigger days, I loved me some stuffed crust pizza. Oh, the more stuff you could put on my pizza, the better. I love the Supreme. All the meats, bacon, sausage, pepperoni. I prefer the old world pepperoni because it curls up, like you get that nice perfect crunch. Mushroom, stuff like that, I love it. All my favorite YouTubers are Eastern Time. Sometimes it's hard to join. I understand that. I get a lot of people from Australia and stuff like that who are like, Big T, please do an earlier live. And so I keep saying I will, but I keep forgetting. I keep doing it at like 7 because I'm usually working during the day, writing or making a video or something. So if I go live, it's usually in the evenings. But maybe this weekend. No, I'll be gone at my friend Steve's house this weekend. So maybe next weekend I'll try to do a live earlier in the day. Thanks. I love to clown on those people. They make it too easy. Well, you're going to be great at it. I have no doubt, Scout. I just rhymed. Doubt, Scout. We're down to 21 people watching now. Instead of stopping in, they decided to leave. Okay. Maybe they got tired of me talking about me being a king, I guess. So how much pain went away from the weight that you lost so far? It's interesting. I guess I would say I was in a lot more pain, but there's a lot more different pain now. For some reason, my knees get better, and then they get worse, and they get better, and they get worse. I think it's weather related, so I'm really hoping that by this summer, spring, summer, when things are really warming up, that I won't have any knee problems. I'm really thinking that because it's mostly when systems come through and it's really, really cold that I just really have a problem with my knees. My neck has been hurting a lot more, and certain areas of my back because I am doing a lot more. I'm working out, I'm taking the garbage out, I'm cooking, cleaning, doing all kinds of stuff. And I'm just being a lot more active, getting out there and doing stuff, having fun. So as I've been doing that, like I'm just in a lot more pain in certain ways because my body is adjusting. When you lose 170 pounds, that's like a whole person. So it's called like biomechanical issues. So I used to walk a certain way when I was at my heaviest. So as I lose weight, you're walking differently. And so that likes put a lot of strain on your body, on your knees, your ankles, stuff like that. So it's just kind of different. And so I'll probably be in pain until I get the bulk of the weight off. Sorry, I just stuttered there. My brain is tired. I probably won't be on too much longer here, guys. But so I can't really say how much has gone away, but the fact that I'm not burdened by all that weight, I'm able to do a heck of a lot more, and I'm really getting my life together. So, have any of you ever joined a dating site? Like, which one would you recommend? I'm thinking about maybe joining one this summer. I would like to start a channel, but I'm all over the place with what I want to do. Well, I guess you can start off just talking about different things and maybe over time you'll realize, okay, well, this subject gets a lot more views. Maybe I should concentrate on that a little more. I mean, just like that's what my second channel does. I haven't had time this week to upload another video on there, but I just react to different stuff. I mean, it's fun. So you don't have to have a specific topic yet. Just start building a following, and once you see, oh wow, people really like me talking about this one subject, maybe I'll do more videos on it, and you'll just go from there. Opinion on the moon landing, is it legit or no? I don't know, honestly. I wasn't even alive back then. I think it happened, but then I've seen some videos where it's kind of convincing that maybe they didn't do it, that they just faked it because of the space race with Russia. But I don't know, honestly. It's basically crazy here, but I've been to a drive-through. I barely had fast food. I didn't grow up eating it, so I don't crave it. I've had McDonald's a few times. Yeah, I mean, that's true. If you're someone who didn't grow up eating that crap, then you're more likely to just avoid it. I mean, it's just that simple. I live in Spain, but the S is silent. So you live in pain? I bet you've been in a lot more pain since you met me, though. I should drink Grinder. I have no idea. I'm very terrible dating online. I don't know. I'm just ready to meet somebody, but I have no idea where to start. Maybe I'll just meet somebody going out and about. I don't know. But people keep suggesting, like, try a dating site, try a dating site. And I keep getting recommended by Facebook, like, we have a new dating thing. Join our dating app. It's like, are you trying to tell me that I'm single? Like, Facebook, come on. You can't spell pain without Tony. I don't know what I did to deserve that, Scout. I don't pick on you, so I don't know why you're picking on me. Nightmare with plenty of fish. You had a bad experience on there, is what you're saying? I just realized sitting in this position makes my face look fatter than it is. Avoid plenty of fish. Okay. I get flirted with and hit on so many times since I did this channel. And it's weird to me because I've never been hit on in my life until I started this channel. You're now a fat acceptance influencer level of victimization. Oh. Maybe I need to start a Scout victim positivity movement or something. Facebook dating is like Tinder. I'm not looking to hook up. I'm looking for a committed relationship. So, well, thanks, Darla. I appreciate that. I'm just fishing for compliments, guys. So just start telling me how hot I am. Scout, do you have any social media? I know you said you're never going to do TikTok. How hot you are. Oh. You hot? I am hot. It's kind of warm just because my mom turns the heat up to like 80, even though it's not so bad outside. keep telling her, I'm like, Mom, keep it to like 60. It's like, you don't have to pay the freaking light bill. I'm not allowed, but once I'm 18, I'm hopefully to be allowed to be treated like an adult. I have SNAP, though. That sucks that you're not allowed to have social media. Pay you money just because? We'll see. We'll see, Scout. I might end up just hiring you if I start making enough money on here. Pay money if you're going to use a dating site. Some of them are expensive, like 80 bucks a month. It's like, that's not worth it. Unless, like, guarantee me a girlfriend or something. Like, we guarantee you'll find a girlfriend. It's like, hot. Thanks, Lexi. I got to 5,000 on TikTok, then deleted the account. People keep telling me to get on TikTok, but I'm like, no. It's like, I'm too old for TikTok or something. It's like, or maybe I just talk too much and I can't do like a 5-second clip. Like, honestly, though, you're a good-looking guy and your personality is gold and you're a king, so that makes women want to be your queen. Tony is a queen, period. Yes, queen. What made you want to document your weight loss journey on YouTube? I don't know. I just thought it would be easier to stick with it if I was being held accountable. Like, if I got on here and started talking about all this stuff, and then I started gaining weight again, like, I'd be the ultimate hypocrite, right? Like, I see how people treat Amberlynn Reed and stuff like that. Like, I don't want that drama. Like, I'm not here to start drama. So it's like, I felt it'd be easier. Like, people could encourage me and keep me going. And if I came off like I knew what I was talking about and I was gaining a following, then I wouldn't want to let anybody else down. I mean, I do it for myself, but I don't want to let you guys down either. Dating sites, including Plenty of Fish, are popular with people using stolen credit card info, so be ready to have the credit card company call, text to make sure you're the one signing up. That sucks. I try to avoid TikTok. I feel like TikTok would be a good way to advertise your channel just by posting clips from your videos. Tony is the king of moderation. Yeah, people keep saying I'd do well on TikTok, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem like my thing. I don't even like Twitter because it's so political over there. But I have like close to 5,000 people on a Big T Bariatric Facebook page, so that's cool. It used to be like a keto page that I used to have, but I converted it to Big T Bariatric, so sometimes I yearn for the mid-99s when I was a little kid and computers and the internet were basic and DOS and Windows 95 were a thing. So phones are huge and for rich and just phones. I remember that time too. I was like, I don't remember how old I was, but like 13, 14 back then. That was a nice time. I missed that time. Everyone come sub me instead of Tony. Twitter is vile. I don't know why people would want to subscribe to your channel, Scout. Losing weight is difficult. I had gastric bypass 18 years ago. I lost 350 pounds. Keep up the great work. Yeah, that's awesome, Steve. It's difficult to keep it off, isn't it? Big T can play Santa Christmas time. Are you calling me fat, G-Bone? I'm not fat. I'm big boned and it's water weight, okay? I drank a gallon of water today, so I look like I weigh more than I do, okay? I'm really 200 pounds. By the way, I was 500 pounds when I had my surgery. Okay. My doctor wants to do bypass on me. Like his plan was, all right, do the sleeve, and then once you lose a bunch of weight, come back and we'll do the bypass. But I don't know if I want to do that. Yeah, definitely though. Seriously, subscribe to Nightlight. You'll love her channel. She copies off of me all the time, but it's definitely worth watching. And see, I was being nice, and suddenly you say your channel is better than mine. So, um, I think The Biggest Loser is dangerous. I actually made a video on it, so go check that video out. But yeah, I don't recommend doing things the Biggest Loser way. You're down 100 pounds, Jason? If so, that's awesome. Of course, it's water weight and swelling. Yep. You could pull off a Nikocado avocado and identify as skinny. You could pull off. You pull a Nikocado and identify. Yeah. I identify as skinny. I'll say it just like how he says it. Tony plugging me like there's no tomorrow. Well, you're my good friend, Scout. I have to plug you. Well, that's awesome, Jason. How did you do it? Did you have surgery or did you just follow a diet plan? I think you might have told me before. I'm sorry. Or muscle weight in some cases. That could be true. Yeah, I tell people that my stomach is just one big muscle. Like, I don't need a six-pack. I just have one big one. Like, or, you know, some people talk about having a six-pack and I have a keg. You know, it's just 12 months from 280 to 180. Okay, that's great. You identify as a cat. High protein, low calorie. Yep, that's the way to do it. All right, guys, I'm going to shut this thing down at like 9 o'clock, which is in 10 minutes. So I've been on for 2 hours, and my brain's fried. And Scout keeps making fun of me and making me sad, so I need to go cry. So I'm shutting this down in about 9 minutes. So what's everybody's plans for the weekend? Good night, Darla. Hope you have a great night, my friend. Wow, again with the victimization. Work. I'm making the small violin for you. I saw you do that on that video. I thought it was hilarious. Playing the world's smallest violin. Ooh, family's cabin. Yeah, my family has a cabin in northern Michigan. We have 120 acres. It is gorgeous up there. I love it. Can't wait to go back up there again. There's four-wheeler trails. We go riding and hiking, and it's so much fun. So I'm glad that you get to spend time at your family's cabin. What's the difference between a sleeve and bypass? Sleeve is where they cut like 90% of your stomach off, so what's left is like a sleeve. But a bypass is they bypass the stomach completely. So that's what that is. Sleep. Attend a creative writing workshop with my girlfriend. Okay, that sounds like fun. What kind of creative writing do you like to do? I wonder what goes into deciding whether to perform a sleeve or bypass. Sleeves are less complicated to do. So that's why my doctor wanted to do the sleeve first, is because I was bigger. And so there's less risk for that. You're down under anesthesia for less amount of time. So they usually perform that on bigger people and they get them to lose a lot of weight. And then the bypass is more complex. It could be more difficult, more riskier. So that's why he wanted to do that when I lost weight. But I don't know if I'm going to do that second surgery or not. I live on the East Coast, big rain Saturday. So I'm going to clean. Gorgeous weather on Sunday. So I'm going to be outside all day walking on sunshine. That sounds awesome, Robin. Tony, am I a better writer than you? Well, since you wrote that as a question, I can answer and say, no, you're not a better writer than me. My daughter has a school play on Friday. She's super excited. She is the lead role. That's awesome, Jason. Well, tell your daughter to break a leg. Hope she does awesome. More honest than me. Come on. You make me laugh. You're funny. Alright, guys, I think we're going to cut it off here. So I hope you have a great rest of your evening. And Scout, don't fall out a window. So I know you have a history with that. I hope the rest of you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow, probably with my next video. I have another Dr. Phil one on tap for tomorrow, because I found another great one. So hopefully that will pique your guys' attention since you liked the last one. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with me tonight. Try not to again. Talk to you later, everybody. Have a good night. Love you all. God bless you.